Hey Mike, Tom here. I guess you can see that. I'm so sorry that you and Gabby lost your home last year. It was a real loss. But I know you and she have long thought about moving to the North Coast, and you've turned your loss into an opportunity to relocate there. Sometimes life works in strange ways. It's been about 17 years since you first walked into my Santa Cruz office looking to give some of yourself to the newly born Ventana Wilderness Alliance. And you've given so much of yourself ever since, starting with stuffing t shirts into mailers and sending out membership renewals and doing the bookkeeping and so much more. When Paul left, you were hesitant to step into his role, but I knew you were ready to take the lead, and a leader you have been, especially the way you have recruited and trained and inspired our younger staff to take over and lead our continuing mission to preserve, protect, and restore the wilderness qualities and the biodiversity of the Ventana region. You've left an indelible mark on the VWA. It's so much better for your service. We can never thank you enough for all that you've accomplished. My best wishes to you and Gabby in all of your future endeavors. And don't be strangers. You're always welcome, my friend. Namaste.
My heavens, Mike, we're going to miss you. We're going to miss you so bad. And think of it, let me break this down. Ventana Wilderness Alliance. First and foremost, you know the Ventana Wilderness as well as anyone. The plants, the trees, the wildlife, the places, the trails. It's the institutional knowledge you have is just irreplaceable. But we'll get by somehow. And then you have Ventana Wilderness, and then you have the Alliance. And you've been involved with the Alliance since its inception, pretty much, 20 plus years. And you're just so adept bringing people together. Our members, our board, our volunteers, our funders, our agency partners, politicians. It's just mind-blowing how you put the Alliance and Ventana Wilderness Alliance. I'm not going to get into any stories about crazy things that we did in the past, illicit or not. I'm just going to tell you, I'm going to miss you, but I'm going to keep in touch. And it's just hasta la vista, baby. It's not goodbye. Love you, Mike. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Hey Mike, you know how much I hate recording myself, so I'm going to keep this really short. I just wanted to say thank you so much for everything you've done. You've been a fantastic boss and a great friend, and we're really going to miss you both.
Mike, wow, it all goes back, I believe, 21 years now. It was late April of 2020. Boone, Huey, and I were walking up the Pine Ridge Trail, and you and Ara were coming down. And I think Boone said to me, I think that's Mike Splain. He's this guy who's been on the forum. We should meet him sometime. And we did. And the rest is history. It's been an amazing, incredible 21 years. We're sorry that you and Gab are leaving. We love you, we'll miss you, but we know it's time to go. And I can't wait to hike with you on the Klamath Serpentines. Thanks for everything you've done. Take care.
Well, Mike, we're sure going to miss you. You've been a great asset to the VWA. I remember the first time Kate and I met you, you came crawling into the Indians, begging a ride back to Arroyo Seco. And that was really fun. And we talked a lot. We had a nice couple hours introduction. But I hope you have a great time up north there. It's a beautiful area. Please go to Gasky and swim the Smith River for me. It's so great. And go find all those conifers on that one mountain where they all grow so close together. That's an intriguing area. I love it. But thank you so much for everything you've done, and we wish you well. And we're sure going to miss you and Gabby. So we're ever up there, I'll stop by. You can buy me a beer.
Yeah, well, I'm a little pissed because I finally got my trumpet skills to where I feel like I could, play along while you're playing that fabulous guitar that you play. So yeah, take that with you up there. And leave Gabby. Yeah, leave her. We'd like her to stay. Anyway, we'll miss you. We'll miss you. We'll miss the work that you've done, the intelligence that you bring to plant identification when we have no idea what it is. And we wish you everything well. Thanks.
Thanks, Mike.
Hey Mike, it was great working with you. You were a great executive director. You're going to leave some hard shoes to fill. Someday come back and we'll gather up 7 dogs and we'll hike into Sykes. Have a good one.
Hey Mike, I'm wearing my Grateful Dead shirt for you. It's been an amazing 4 years working with you. You've taught me so much about just the Ventana wilderness, and you've taught me just how to be a better person, and I've really enjoyed all of our fun conversations about music and, our love of jam bands, and you're just a wonderful human, and the VWA will miss you. We'll miss you, but I know that it definitely is not goodbye. So whenever you come through, I hope that, we get to have reunions and see each other and have fun up in Humboldt. I'm really excited for you and Gab. So yeah, sending my love to both of you, and thank you so much again for everything that you've given to the org and to all of the staff and board and everyone affiliated. We just all appreciate you so much. Bye.
What's up, Mike? What to say? I guess first off, thank you for taking a chance on me 5 years ago. You've been the best boss a guy could ask for, and it's been an honor to work with you and to call you El Jefe. And to you and Gab, hey Gab, I'll never forget the time that you both welcomed me into your wonderful home during one of the darkest hours in my life. And for that, I'll forever be grateful to the both of you. I wish you so much joy and success and fulfillment in this next new exciting chapter in your lives. And I hope that once you're out of here, that our paths cross again sometime. Love you guys.
Hey Mike, I wanted to say thank you for a couple things. First off, I wanted to say thank you for all the work you've done for the Ventana Wilderness Alliance. It feels like when I first joined, it was a struggling organization growing from sort of this campfire group to now what you've led us to, which is a large functioning nonprofit that's doing really great conservation work. And that's quite the legacy to leave behind. And I think any work that the Ventana Wilderness does going forward will really build on all the knowledge and passion that you brought to this project. So we're sorry to see you go, but I know that you've set us up for success in the future. I also wanted to say thanks for all the work you've done specifically for the Ventana. That is a place that's really near and dear to my heart, and I know the same for you. You've spent a lot of time down there as a naturalist, as a botanist, birding, hiking, and I think that the Ventana has benefited from you being there, which, we talk about leave no trace. You're the opposite. You're leaving a trace of the best type. You're taking what you could benefit from the Ventana and giving back in a really big way. So all the California native plant groups you've led down there, all the various plants you've documented while you're down there, and then also all the people you've inspired to look closely at the botany, and I'm one of those people. So I really feel lucky that I've gotten to work with you in this capacity for a long time, and I appreciate you as both a leader of our organization and as a friend. And I hope that moving on, you're going to have a really great adventure up in Humboldt County. It's a tremendous place. I love the time I've gotten to spend up there, and I think you're going to find a lot of work that needs to be done in the conservation area, and I suspect you'll be very successful there as well, especially since you'll be working from the ground up and getting to recreate it in the best way possible, recreate an organization that will go on and do this kind of work. So I'm looking forward actually to coming up and visiting you up there, because as I said, I love Humboldt County, and any time I spend in the Siskiyous, I feel like it's time well spent. Such an amazing place. So I'll look forward to seeing you up there. So I won't really say goodbye. I'll just say see you soon. And again, best wishes for you and Gabby on your move. I hope it all works really successfully. Thanks, Mike.
Mike, what is this? Anyway, it's been really great working with you. I'm standing in the most beautiful columbines I've seen in the Big Sur on the Crook Creek Trail here. And I fully look forward to continuing to see you on Facebook, your monthly photo roundup, where you show us all the beautiful places we can go. And to help me identify more flowers, because you are the boss at that. Thanks.
Mike and Gabby, we're gonna miss you. It's not gonna be the same around here without you, but you're on to better pastures, and I'm jealous. It's a good move, and take care. All right, bye-bye.
Mike, Cahill Gabron says work is love made visible, and your love is visible all over the Ventanas, from the rangers to the policy to the trails. Thank you. Filming this in front of my Mutsu apple, wishing you the same tart sweetness and abundance in all your steps ahead. Be well. Look forward to our paths crossing.
So Mike, new adventures. It's exciting for you and Gabby. I think it's great. I hope you open your hearts to a new place and new friends and new challenges, and you know what everyone's gonna say is you rider. That's a wrap.
Mike, I'm gonna miss you, man. You have a good time up north. Those people up there are gonna be lucky to see you, to have you. And most of all, Mike, I'm gonna miss not seeing you at the Lacumba Jazz Center. Okay, hopefully you can make it down sometime for a show for Monday night, and you and I can meet for some good jazz. Okay? Life beyond the trails. Life after the trails. See you, Mike. Be well. Your family, too. Cheers.
Oh, man. A tribute to Mike Splain. Where would I even begin? Mike, you were a mentor to me from the very beginning. When I was an intern working for Tom at the VWA back in 2009, 2010. And then when we both started working full-time for the VWA, yeah, just the coolest wilderness guide / jazz guru I've ever met, and always had an amazing time hanging out with you and Gabby. So wishing you guys all the best on this next journey, and enjoy yourselves up in Humboldt. All right, take care.
Mike Splain, it was such a pleasure meeting you 7 years ago. I can't believe it's been 7 or maybe 8 years, 2013. And I'll never forget the look on your face when I was sitting with just you and Rich and Bryce, and we were going over the idea of making this 10-minute video / documentary VWA deal. And after all said and done, I looked at the three of you and said, okay, congratulations, boys. You're all now video producers. And you had a look on your face like, what? Another responsibility I have? But it was so much fun working with you, and your vast knowledge of the Ventana wilderness is amazing. I know how hard you've worked over these years since I've known you, because the VWA was basically just you and Rich running everything with your magnificent board behind you, of course. But now, look at you guys, and all the work you do. I congratulate you, and it's been great knowing you. And the next time I go to Trader Joe's, I think I'd like to have you with me, because I have such great luck there with you. Peace out, brother.
Mike,
You're a good guy. I want to thank you for all your service. And it's, you know, putting up with us, your patience, your sense of humor, the way you explain things. It's awesome. I hope to see you in the future. This isn't goodbye. It's see you later.
Hi, Mike. This is Tim, and I'm so thankful for everything that you've done, your leadership for the Ventana Wilderness Alliance, your leadership in influencing the work of the U.S. Forest Service, and to make me feel at home in Big Sur by supporting me. On behalf of my supervisor, Brian Conant, who knows what you've been through, I think, working as an executive director of a nonprofit in these crazy times of climate change and lack of resources from the federal government. I know you've kept it afloat. You've inspired people that are working on the trails and serving youth and influencing others to protect the wilderness and leave no trace. So you've been a bigger influencer and have provided more impact than you probably will ever realize. Take heart in that. We're thankful for you and your work. We appreciate you. Thank you, Mike.
Mike, I just want to say the VWA has just really grown under your leadership. When you started, that Youth in Wilderness was struggling to find its feet. The Ranger program was just a little homegrown operation, and now those are both thriving. You have always been so supportive of everything we have done. Thank you so much.
Mike, you're the big reason I got involved with VWA, so I'm definitely bummed to see you go. Fortunately, you've left VWA in such good circumstances that it's going to be able to carry on extremely well, and I hope you will too. Take care.
Well, I've known Mike for many years, and he's the most knowledgeable guy I know. You know, he's been really good at bringing people together. He's got a common, sense of place where he brings every organization together, and I wish he would have stayed. He's been really good to us for all of these years.
Well, Mike, I guess you're going to cash in and move up to the Emerald Triangle. I know a little bit about that area myself, having come from there and now living in Big Sur. It's not all it's cracked up to be, and I got a hunch that you're going to be back here begging for your old job back, and I hope that's true. Happy trails, pal. Bye.
Hey Mike, it's Lynn. Just wanted to say how much I appreciate all of your connections that you have with local officials and other nonprofit organizations as well as federal organizations. Did a great job keeping us up to date.
Hi Mike, just want to let you know that you've done an amazing job with the VWA. We're going to miss you a lot, but good luck in everything you do. We wish you the best.
Hey Mike, just wanted to say a quick thank you for all that you've done for all of this. The VWA will miss you a ton, but much love to you and Gabby on this next chapter in your life.
One last thing, I just really have to show you guys. I want to show you where I met Mike Splain, and this really gives us both wilderness credibility. I met him right about there. Somewhere in that about. Mike shared his camp. Him and his dog shared the camp with us. Thank you. Love you, Mike.